Hello, friends. This is Tony Dizant, space rocker of the planet Earth. And today is a beautiful day. Uh, Finally, I was talking to you in my latest video about the trip from Blue Origin. It happened, and William Shatner went to the edge of space and came back. My hats off to the Blue Origin crew, all their team, Mr. Jeff Bezos, the owner of the company, and everybody else. But I guess this kind of put a lot of questions in a lot of people's mind. And for whoever is curious, uh, just want to give you a brief explanation of what they was talking about. They and he came back. William Shatner, Captain Kirk, the oldest person in space right now at 90 years old, and he said it was a wonderful ride, was a wonderful experience, and that the edge of space is so thin, the atmosphere is so thin. Well, that's true, in a way, but actually, in reality, our atmosphere is about 300 miles. So if you can imagine, we go up, it starts, and then 300 miles wide. That's how thin or how thick the atmosphere really is. And back when I was in satellite school, I kind of learned this, but in reality, most of it is gone. But uh, I don't know if you guys know that, but besides being the space rocker of the planet Earth, I am a cryptologist by trade, which is involve making computers communicate with satellites. But besides that, let's just talk about the atmosphere. The atmosphere is composed of five layers, which are the troposphere, the stratosphere, the mesosphere, the thermosphere, and the exosphere. So you got troposphere, stratosphere above that, mesosphere, thermosphere, and the exosphere. I'm going to give you a picture of it so you can have an idea of what I'm talking about. Okay? So here's the Earth. Here's the troposphere. This is where planes fly right here. The troposphere is where planes fly. Okay? Then you got the stratosphere. The stratosphere is where jets fly. And it also has the ozone layer right here. Then you got the mesosphere. This is actually where meteors get burned up. You see those meteors right there? That's why the meteors usually don't hit us, because they get burned up right here in the mesosphere. Then you got the thermosphere. Right above the mesosphere, you got the thermosphere. This is where satellites the space station, space shuttle. This is actually where all the good things happen. But from here to here, the temperatures become very hostile. The thermosphere, actually, I think it's the mesosphere, but I have to go back to my notes. Yeah, the thermosphere probably is the one that gets up to 2,700 degrees Fahrenheit. The thermosphere, right here where they fly, is about 2,700 degrees Fahrenheit. Nobody actually can live there. That's why you have to have those spacecrafts to protect humans when they're orbiting the Earth on the thermosphere. And then you got the exosphere. After the thermosphere, you got the exosphere. So, what happens is there's a thing called the Kármán line. Okay? They said about 62 miles away from the Earth. Okay? Once you pass that right there, okay, I just messed it up. That's where um, that's where you actually start going into microgravity. Let me go back, see if I can get it. Yeah, I'm going back. Blow it up. Okay, for you. So let's go back and do it again. The troposphere, the stratosphere, the mesosphere, the thermosphere, and the exosphere. I actually have a song called Troposfera, which is which is troposphere in Spanish. And then sometimes I feel like I'm playing my trumpet at the stratosphere. So I have thought that I'm right up here, but as you can imagine, as a space rocker of the planet Earth, I'm trying to get to the mesosphere and the thermosphere with my trumpet playing, but as a far fetched from what I can do right now. Actually, once you pass this line right here, you consider yourself in outer space. So maybe I should just try to get to the Kármán line sometime if I can do it. But meanwhile, Mr. Shatner wasn't that far fetched when he said it's very thin. Is because you go from very extreme cold temperatures. I'm talking very extreme cold temperatures, minus 130 degrees, minus 130 degrees Fahrenheit in the mesosphere, and all of a sudden you pass that Kármán line and you're at 2700 degrees Fahrenheit. So you're burning up. This is an extreme change that happens, and that's why we have lost some spacecrafts that didn't resist that entry. Uh, Either way, my hats off again to Mr. Jeff Bezos, his Blue Origin team, and Mr. William Shatner, that at 90 years old have reached the edge of space What a dreamer. Wow. To infinity and beyond, I guess. I hope I didn't leave you with a lot of more questions than answers. But remember, the atmosphere is not as thin as they say. It's actually 300 miles wide. Troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, and exosphere. I want to say thank you to everybody. Thank you to all my friends around the world. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for listening to my music. This is Tony Dizant, space rocker of the planet Earth, still living in this beautiful planet called Earth.